Hello and welcome again to another video. Today's video we have we're showcasing a team that is sent to us by, they call him Mr. Day 2. I call him Mr. Always There because it doesn't matter whether he's always there, you know. The channel we're talking about here is Inadequance, and Inadequance is running a very off meta team. The only meta Pokemon here is kind of Drapion. Drapion is just probably the second best Pokemon in the current meta after like Alligator in neutral matchups. The Inadequance is running a team of Talonflame, Feraligatr, and Talonflame, Drapion, and Bibarel. So the purpose of the showcase is to showcase Bibarel because so many teams are just weak to it. Inadequance is known for enjoying core breakers, and Bibarel is a decent core breaker as it does beat lots of common Pokemons in the meta, as like Azu, like Feraligatr, like Ariados, stuff like that. Anything, you know, like where they run water teams, water Pokemons, Bibarel is going to have some fun. Without further ado, just go and watch these battles. These battles were sent to the channel by Inadequance himself. Well, he didn't send it. I asked him if I can feature them, and he said, "Yeah, go for it." So, before we go to the video, make sure to check Inadequance's stream. I will leave in the description below, and if you give him a follow, make sure to say I came from Yasser's YouTube channel. Okay, so battle number 1. Oh wait, no, never mind once. And game number 1, yeah, and in his word, this is a very tough lead because we just don't have an answer to this because our answer to this is technically Drapion. So he decided to shield the first one. Usually people call out the first one, but that's if they are non-shadow. But the thing is, this matchup is bad because you can't throw on good timing. You can't opt to choose throw on good timing. So now they are in double fly range. So we're just gonna double fly, and look at that. They actually played it real well. I would like just let it go. And now their Azu is kind of forced to shield, otherwise they will just get farmed all the way down. Sorry, just take so much damage. And you see like the Brave Bird did almost half, and now Bibarel can do some damage into the Azu. So he's going to throw the Hyper Fang here. Hyper Fang does almost KO. And because, okay, that actually did enough damage to put them in farm down range. And look at that, they have a Drifloon, and Drifloon has no way to fight into the Bibarel. Why? Because Bibarel has Hyper Fangs. He's just gonna bite that Drifloon and destroy them. He swapped into the Drapion, I'm assuming, just to tell the opponent to top left. That was a very nice move of him. I would like literally play that out. So in this matchup, Talonflame wins if Talonflame has a Flame Charge, as long as they don't have a Stone Edge. We will see that Inadequance will shield here because he still does not know which fast move they do have, which charge move they do have. And it turns out they don't have a Stone Edge. So how do we play this now? You don't need to shield this now. You can just literally do one, then throw. And the fly should be able to take them out, and we will leave this matchup with some energy and some health. Usually they have a dark Pokemon with the Clodsire, and the dark Pokemon they choose to run is Moltres. Actually Moltres is kind of the best option too, because you don't want to be to the Mud Slappers. In fact, you destroy them with Moltres, right? But the problem with this card is that you struggle into something like Dunsparce. But I do think that in the Zero match, in the Zero Shield, it's extremely close. If you have a good IV Moltres, you in fact can win the Zero. I think with like 1 or 2 sucker punches in the lead. Now we can just go to Bibarel. They brought in Drapion. In this matchup, Drapion does win, but we were like 2 rollouts ahead, which means we're just gonna farm them down. And that was actually a good call by Inadequance to just go straight Hyper Fang. And since they shielded, we can now just go straight for the bait, which is, as you can see, Surf. So that was kind of nice counting by Inadequance. Do we live the crunch? We do live the crunch, but they don't live the Incinerate. They swapped, and now we just throw this charge move, and this will take out the Moltres. And now it's just a fast move race, and Inadequance was able to win that. I feel like opponent came in late, but it doesn't matter. Inadequance won. Kanto, Marowak, we win that. So this matchup is kind of good as long as we throw before them. And we did throw before them because we denied them an entire Incinerate. So I like how Inadequance plays this. But now, since we are up to shield, we kind of just going to go call the bait. But the bait did so much, dude. The last 2 days, I have been losing non-stop to Typhlosion. I've been literally losing non-stop to Typhlosion. Typhlosion has been destroying my teams. And maybe the next video will be about Shadow Typhlosion, so we can just showcase how OP this Pokemon is. I don't know what the opponent did there. If I am the opponent, I would just stay in, because that was technically like the better matchup for them. Because what they're gonna do now? Because Bibarel is just going to sweep this team. Have some mercy on them, Bibarel. These fangs are just super effective on them. Look at that. These cool fangs. Bibarel probably was getting bullied back in high school for having big fangs. We've always been there. We all have been there, right? But now in the Go Battle League, Bibarel is the star of the show. Look at that. They know Shield and Adequance went for the win condition, which is nuking them with the Brave Bird. Because he can just get to 2 Brave Birds, as you can see. Point was trying to shield, and they ended up losing the game. We'll play to Mr. Inadequance. They call him Mr. Day 2. I call him Mr. Always There. Because it doesn't matter if there is a regional, I just put the stream to watch it, and Adequance is always there. And that's why I say, like, Mr. Always There. Now, this opponent is very tricky because they do have a Stone Edge, and you can see that Adequance is trying to adapt to that by throwing the Brave Bird, and that was actually a great call by him. What is that moveset? Opponent is running Sludge and Stone Edge. What the actual... What was that? Yeah, opponent is chatting right there. Opponent such a giga. I was like, oh, nobody runs EQ, right? Everyone's gonna respect that. Not if you run Stone Edge and Sludge. Nice counting on Adequance there, throwing right before they get to the move. Now he can just take them out. And what is this team? Double Grass? Bro, how do they beat the opposing Clodsire? Do they just lose to Clodsire? I guess Inadequance will happily take this win. He's just gonna go Talonflame, and we should live the Aerial Ace. What if they have Acrobatic? They don't have Acrobatic. We have to throw that charge move, and now we can maybe try to swap. But we can just force them to throw, honestly. I prefer that much more. And now, 1 rollout, probably 2 at max, and that should be enough to KO. And now we can just farm them all the way down, and that was a great game. Damn, I wanted his opponent to win badly. We getting Ariados. This is the most free lead that we will ever have. So now we are playing against Morpeko. Morpeko is the ultimate core breaker to this team. But the thing is, can we farm all the way down now? Because we don't have a Flame Charge. Oh my dude, opponent is baiting like a... this is actually the best way to play this. Like, once they are in the hungry mode, all of their charge moves are resisted. But now, since they switched, I don't think we need to shield this, because we don't care about swap, right? Remember, we have Bibarel and Talonflame. So, do we go Bibarel? I feel like we should go Bibarel, because we need the energy lead against the Ariados. So, we did 3, and then we're going straight for the Hyper Fang. Usually, you want to throw the nuke on the Ariados, because you know them that they don't shield. Why? Because that Ariados is countered. So, their best play is... Did we miscount or something? I'm sure he did not miscount. That's why they have cross poison. Wait, this is such a good catch, actually. Can we get to the move? Oh my, no, we didn't. So we have 2 moves, okay? The question is, do we get to KO them with 2? No, that was a CMP. I mean, we destroyed like their Ariados, but we are so weak to their Greninja and their Morpeko. So that was a tough team to win. Upon swapping Drifloon in 2025, because this battle will be live in 2025, and that thing has no play, my friend. You don't safe swap it, you just lead the Drifloon, and you need the Shadow as well. I understand that you may have your reasons to run that thing, but don't swap it. There is so many Typhlosions, there is so many... Sorry, not Typhlosions, there is so many Feraligators, Drapions. And nowadays, Inadequance is trying to make Bibarel even meta. So what do we do now? I mean, we just go the Talonflame or the Drapion, to be honest. I mean, they are in farm down range. Also, we can just throw an Aqua Tail. The question is, if this Aqua Tail KOs, this is such a great play. And opponent caught on Gastrodon. So, what do we do now? Well, Talonflame wins this. Because we're just going to shield this, right? Ideally, you want to do 1, then throw there. But to be honest, you just want to... double back-to-back here, because 1 should KO, and you just don't need the overfarm here, because all you need to do is just get to a fly, and the fly should do enough damage to take out the Wiggly. And how was Bibarel in that game? I don't think Bibarel was the greatest in that game, but Bibarel did some decent job. So as in the lead, we just go to Drapion, and here it's preferred to go like to 10, as Inadequance did, like don't throw. And he's calling a bait. That was actually a sick call, because you don't want to shield the Ice Beam, but you kind of need to shield the player of opponent still staying in. And Inadequance is over farming because he's like, if they are staying in, I need the energy. If they are swapping out, I also need the energy. So this crunch does not KO, but we have two of these. Are they going to shield the second one? Holy, imagine double shielding as we get to an Aqua Tail. If this Aqua Tail is enough, that opponent just threw the game and gave it for free to Mr. Inadequance. Now, what's the play here? Number one, we just go Talonflame, we shield, we fly. Number two, we're just gonna Brave Bird here. Sorry, did I say fly? No, fly does not KO there. This is actually the correct play. And there is the Annihilate. And all we need to do is just to throw one of these flies, and this fly will fly out the Annihilate back to their trainer. And that was a good game. We knew that Drapion is the worst Pokemon to see in the lead, because if it's a swap in, like there is some sort of like one-turn shenanigan you can do. But if it's in the lead, it's just extremely tough. It's extremely difficult to handle. Usually Drapions are always the one Pokemon, the Pokemon that getting the shields first. So we're gonna see like here he's not going to shield. Usually when they no shield here, people just catch on Azu. But honestly, we're just gonna go for the Brave, but they bring in Bibarel. Is this the same team? So this is not Dunsparce, so you don't care about the charge moves here, right? Oh, it's actually the same team. Inadequance is queuing into someone that is a big fan of Inadequance. They are going for the Brave Bird, and that was a good shield by Inadequance. By the way, Brave Bird with the Incinerates does KO the Bibarel, so you need to respect that. And now we're just going straight for the Hyper Fangs, and Inadequance saying the better Bibarel player will win this game. And we saw Bibarel on Bibarel action, and Inadequance's Bibarel was the one to win. Diggersby is a bit scuffed, but to be honest, you can just Brave Bird and go to Bibarel, because we just put them in surf range, and we should be able to live 2 Scorching Sands. And we do get to the move before them. Do we care about switch? I don't think so. And let's see, opponent did not shield, and they gave us the game on a... Wait, what? Didn't they do 4? Wait, I think they did 1 then swapped. Yeah, that was actually a smart play by the opponent. They did 1 then swap. Inadequance is taking a rest. And now we are just going to go straight fly. This fly will grab the shield, and then we go to Drapion. So in this matchup, if you have a good IV Drapion, you can comfortably no shield and get to 2 crunches. Okay, it depends on how good your Drapion is. So I can comfortably no shield because I know that my Drapion can comfortably 2 shield through that. And opponent just left because they have no way to win that game. Bibarel in the lead. What do? We just go Drapion. They brought in Primeape. So this matchup is so scuffed because Primeape needs to go straight for the close combat. So they no shield, which means they will close combat. Right? Watch. Told you guys. So Inadequance is just very greedy here, and it's just going to 2 shield and farm all the way down. I actually don't hate this. I actually like this a lot, because it doesn't matter what they have. They need to respect this energy. They brought in Clodsire, and 3 Aqua Tails should KO. I think 3 should KO. Oh, no, we might be like couple Poison Stings short, so if I'm the opponent, I would just no shield here. No, yeah, 3 KOs, and look at that. They have their own Bibarel. We're gonna throw on 4. The question is, are we catching on Talonflame or no? No, we're catching on Bibarel. This might be a great catch, actually, if this is a surf. It is a surf. So what do we do now? We're just gonna go... I think we have to go for the nuke. So 1 should grab the shield, and 1. And 1. Okay, let's see how this goes. Hyper Fang takes out the Bibarel. That was actually bad. Yo, do we go Talon? Yeah. Ooh. If we are 2 away, I think we win. No, we aren't 2 away. We are 0 energy, so we aren't 2 away. So again, back to the Clodsire shenanigans. So Clodsire, if they have Stone Edge, they win. If you have a flame charge, you win. Other than that, you have to go down a shield. We shielded the sludge, and then we go straight fly. Now we know that they have a sludge, so we don't need to shield. So we can do 1, 2, and throw. So 1, throw. Okay, this fly will take them out. They decide to shield. I actually don't take that shield by the opponent, but Inadequance does not want to shield. They insta through, so we can just go Drapion throw in 6. Because that's actually a good play, because now we are up energy, and because we were like on a Drapion on Cloud side, the poison sting is resist, so it just doesn't add up. They have a non-shadow Drapion, so 2 Aqua Tails don't quite do it, and we have to swap out at one point. So maybe we can, if we catch an Aqua Tail, that would be actually huge. Inadequance is trying to force them to throw, but he's not going to shield this. So what's he gonna do? Let's see. Okay, he went for the catch. He did not sneak. I mean, that's expected. It's a one-turn switch, right? And that was a great catch. And look at what they have. They have a Moltres in the back. And he is going to farm up. We kind of need to get to 2 Hyper Fangs. So we're going to throw the first one. And this one should be able to grab a shield. Or if they decide to call it, they should put them in farm down range. And we see Bibarel farming everything down. Bibarel is so good that it destroyed that Galarian Moltres, a legendary Pokemon, a Drapion, sometimes a Diggersby, you know. There is some cool stuff. The next video, by the way, will be about non-shadow Drapion. You know, I've been telling you that non-shadow Drapion is useless, but it's actually not useless. So don't forget to like this video if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so you get a notification when I post the next one, which is about the non-shadow Drapion. So if you are someone who always be like, oh, I don't have Shadow Drapion, okay, I don't need to watch anymore, there is a video dedicated for you. So that's why you subscribe to the channel. We have content for everyone. And make sure to go to Inadequance stream, which will be in the description below. Give him a follow and subscribe to his YouTube channel, because he does post some regional content sometimes. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And thank you so much, Mr. Inadequance, Mr. Always There, for the amazing battles. I appreciate everyone. And without further ado, I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.